Wednesday the 9th of June. No, it's not. Friday the 9th of June 2023. Our last day here. Good morning, people. And it is a much better morning, although I have to say we had a lie-in until 9:30 this morning and it's now just gone 11 AM. Usually we'd be on the road by now, but we really don't have anywhere to be on the road today too, so it's a little bit of last minute shopping, packing, tidying up the house, getting ready for the handover tomorrow. Is that Edith on the TV reel? Hello, Edith. Hello. Bye bye. Yeah, it's a good start to the day. Weather-wise, feel the warmth already. See, all the holidaymakers have gone. There's no motorhomes left. Just our own car. So, plan for today is take a wee trip over to the museum. Last visit to the shop and see if we can find something to take home with us to your dog sitters, house sitters. Then a trip along the coast to the west to Carahoo. To the Intermarché Hyper, the one we visited last year. We came home with quite a supply of stuff that we wouldn't normally get at home. Hope to do the same today. Madam's in there, she's busy drying her hair after her shower, so she'll be joining me on camera later on. This is our last day in the wee house. Served us well yet again. Still a few miles to rack up. Finish here and we drive up to Cherbourg tomorrow to our B&B for Saturday night. And then it's all the way back to St. Mary Glees Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon for our Jeep tour. 4-hour Jeep tour starting at 3 o'clock. We know where to go to for the pickup point now. It's just right beside where we can park. So let's hope that's a good one. Let's hope it's a good day. Just sort of quick look around the car this morning, and there doesn't seem to be anywhere near as much dust. There is some, but not as much as what we've had over the last week or so. I don't know whether that's down to a change of wind direction or a change to just general conditions, but there is some. Just not as much. Stay as little as possible. Okay. Off to the museum we go. The museum shop, more like. Take it onto the grass here so it'll work, and then the sand and dust as much as we would normally be. So yes, we had a lie-in this morning, 9:30. I think the latest we had before that was maybe 6:30, 7:30.
Don't know.
But we definitely needed it.
There's been so much on the go.
Yeah, it has been one pretty hectic week. Now we're on the wind down. Like I said before, today is all about getting the last minute shopping done, getting packed up, getting as much into the car tonight so that we're ready for a sharp start tomorrow morning. Off to Tourneville, just outside Cherbourg, for one night. Let's see what that brings. World War II Museum, Keenaville. I wonder, was this picture taken in Keenaville? For Livery in Keenaville. Free French, Stuart Pink. Small by any means. Whether this is extension work or what? Certainly a lot of construction going on. This gives you a good indication of where we are in relation to everything. Keenaville, where we are right now. Utah Beach, the main part of Utah Beach is down to the southeast from here. Then you come to the Carentan Canal. There's Carentan. Up round, and that brings you on to Pointe du Hoc and Omaha Beach. So this whole sector was American responsibility. We're going to have a wee look in this Militaria shop before we head off to Ketahoo. Well, it turns out this wee shop's closed. It's only open from 10 to 12 and from 2 to 6. So we'll take the opportunity now and just go on to Ketahoo and come back before it closes. Let's hope it is. We get back before it's still open, because we've still got a couple of items to find yet.
We're back before 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Some fabulous houses here, right enough. What?
Fabulous.
Yeah. This is me walking along the road with the fabulous woman. One with a big sort of chateau type roof, if that's a description. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Chateau-esque.
Chateau-esque, that's the word. This is just Keenaville all over here. There's just like side streets.
Dog.
Well, it's just side streets. One main street. That way. Then there's a crossroads. Left turn takes you to Monteburg, right turn takes you to Ketahoo. And other than that, there's not really much to this place. Yet it seems to get a lot of attention from tourists, visitors, motorhomers, caravanners, cyclists, motorcyclists. They've all been here. Motorists. Yeah, motorists. Us.
Stones in the candle. was nicer a wee while ago.
Back down by the seafront and the German Wall, and the bunker just on the other side there, and just beyond that, Utah Beach, or the far western reaches of Utah Beach. More Keenville side streets. Just go straight up there. See a little bit more of Keenville before we shut this camera down. There's our little boat over there. You can see the blue sky starting to creep in. There's a little place just up the end of the road here called La Sinope, S-I-N-O-P-E. It's basically, it's like a small inland marina. I'll show you more of that actually tomorrow morning when we go to dump the rubbish bags, because that's where the main communal dump. Yep, it's just over and behind that house there. That one there's tiny. I think we've actually got the biggest one on the row here.
I'd say it's the next thing.
That's our little abode. Soon to be done with for another 2 years minimum. Next year is Limoges. Heading there a wee bit, walking past the camera on the beach.
For the next 1.5 miles, keep straight on this road.
No, there's nobody but a crusty walking along here today.
That is crusty bread. That's what we mean.
French country road on the coast. I remember this name.
In 600 yards, turn right.
Same road close, 100 meters ahead. So yeah.
You're going that way anyway, aren't you?
have reached your destination. The destination is to the right.
That's nice and cramped.
So this is our last piece of bunker hunting. I spotted this one. Google Earth was on the route to Kettahu. There has been a gun in here, and I'm guessing this is the rear because of these hinges, door hinges. You can see the camouflage etched into the concrete surface, and right at the top here the hooks, wire hooks for stretching camouflage netting over. Now, what size of a gun was in here I do not know. You can see the camouflage etched into the wall better here, and to break up the outline for anybody observing from a distance. And here we have our defensive blast wall, and the gun would have been in here. This is the forward facing. So yeah, gun here. Utah Beach over there, stretching down along the line of the trees. So this gun would have been fending any assault from anybody coming in off the sea in this direction. But unusual, one single small gun bunker on its own. I don't think this would have been a large weapon by any means. Three and a half, maybe 5 centimetre at best. Let's go inside. Part of the ventilation system. Yeah. And you can see a few locals have been in here. Oh, they're very small Germans. I'm 6 foot tall. Brings me to about here. Yeah, this is where you're supposed to be a recycling dump here. It looks like the locals have just trashed this place with their crap. And a bird's nest. 2 birds' nests. Yeah, the hedgerows kind of blocking what you would have seen from this position. Yep, that was the gun position. Something that could have been just wheeled in a leg, and obviously a mobile artillery piece. And again, I'm wondering, is this part of the ventilation system? Is this to draw out cordite smoke after they've been fired? There's nothing over this side except there's probably been access for a gun crew. Looks like they crewed the smaller men, because I'm standing on the floor and I'm well above the height of this door level. Ammo storage and more ammo storage. And that like covers it for this one. I didn't think when I saw it from Google Earth, I didn't think it was actually open. But nice to see that it is, even if it has been trashed. Well, fair to say the French have no real love for the Germans of the time. Anyway, onwards, Carahoo. Okay, where are we now, my dear?
There.
Intermarché, super! Right, what we need to do here first before we go is...
There's your wee seat. And you go. You climb and you may help me.
No, I don't think I fit in there. There's no room for my legs. We sit backwards. I know, need to be seeing where I'm going. Let's go. Test of your image stability. Oh, it works. Very own HDR Ninja. One thing about French supermarket trolleys, there's hardly a one goes past you but you hear the clink of bottles. Unlike other versions, they actually feel like Crocs. Okay. I just got told off for lifting a crab. Over. Okay. That's another day in Invermarshy and another €130 wiped off the card. We need to go back via the chemist. See if we can get any travel tablets. Oh, that's a much better. Oh, damage stabilization will be well tested. 3 more bagfuls. Enjoying the sun in downtown Capahoo. Have you noticed the absence of jeeps here? It's just your typical Normandy village. Everybody going about their business. I think we went about ours. The road to Monteberg. Back home. Well, home. Second home. And it's time to eat. Laura's got a great big
Crusty.
Big crusty.
That costs 49
cents. And I've got a microwave burger. Because I couldn't really be bothered to think about much else. Gonna give this a try, see what it's like. Put this up to 1:40. That's all there is to it. If we'd only known this at the start of the week, huh? Saved ourselves a lot of bother. Pushing every button but the right button. Quite a lot of stuff going on with us here too. Got our cherry white chocolate Jaffa cakes, Dane bar cookies, chocolate fingers, which will probably get finished very shortly, and the Oreos. Bottle of cider that was a gift from the man that locked out of his camper van. The remainder of the bread will get used in the morning for toast. Pan of chocolate. Probably go home. I might try them in the microwave tonight, summertime. Breakfast cereals, either used in the morning or going, well, one of them will be used in the morning. If not, they're all going home. And a jar of Skippy peanut butter, and a jar of tartamil honey. All that stuff you'll find a place in 525 Ardina View.
It's one expression only. Right.
That's recording.
It was.
Here we go. It's welded to the plate. It's welded to the plate. Right. Might have been a need to put a sheet of kitchen roll over them next time. Yeah. Let's see what this is like. Let's just adjust the camera a bit first. Not bad at all. Even that sauce, even though I don't know what it is. I don't know how to describe this sauce.
It's what? What is it? Nice.
I'm eating.
I know you're eating, but you nod your head.
It's unusual. But it's nice. You think that was a good choice? Yeah, pretty tasty indeed. Even the burger meat. It's not like what you get in those nasty cheap burgers in supermarkets back home. It's got actual flavour and texture to it. Very enjoyable.
There's another one.
There's another one. Double barrel hamburger dinner. No, not dinner. It's late lunch.
So you know the way breakfast and lunch come together for brunch? What's lunch and dinner? Dunch? Or lunner?
Loner. Yeah. Stop being silly here. Just looking out the window towards the sea here, and the sky has gone all grey again. Seeing as it's our last day and we've all our shopping now done, we have brought this back from the supermarket, Intermarché Super, not Hyper as I kept calling it. I'd love to see the Hyper though. If that was a Super, the Hyper must be the size of Sainsbury's, Tesco's and Asda all put in together. But anyway, we brought this back. A French liqueur creme au Calvados. The Calvados is a region quite nearby here. Takes in part of the Carentan, Saint Marie de Mont area, if I'm not mistaken. But this beauty here is 17% and just crying out to be tried. So we've just poured ourselves one and two. Very nice it is indeed. Get back to you in a minute. Cidrerie de la Brique. 50700 Saint Joseph. 17%. And it's going down a treat. Just thought I'd bring this to your attention. The day before we go home, and those flags are all hanging limp. Couldn't believe it. That's the first time since we arrived here on the 2nd of June that those flags haven't been like ramrods sticking straight out. Just our luck. If anybody's wondering where all the snails went, or if they're still here even, yep, they are still here. Just not in as big numbers as they were last year. Let's see, let's get you onto this junction box here. This time last year that was absolutely covered in snails. It's just a handful now. Majority of them seem to be on the fence here. Mostly at the lower level. We get down really low. There's some there. quite a few more over here, this side of the gate. Yeah, they're there. Just not as many of them. Just looking at what remains of this wall. Part of the German fortifications. And which, like many others, collapsed under the weight of the invasion. It goes so far up here, then it comes to a halt, so I'm wondering if this is deliberate. Smell that oil weed coming from the beach. There's been a machine gun position here. The steel shutter's still in place. Did this wall... Oh, this wall definitely continued on. It's been pulled apart. There's the other side of the steel shutter. And its handle still in place. So this panel would have slid across to this side, and this aperture would have been open to fire through. So I wonder just how much of this ground would have been here then. That's obviously gone away on up there. It's definitely not in the state it was in 1944, I would imagine. It looks like it's collapsed slightly. Whether that was forced on it or whether this been whether it's happened over time with sea erosion, God only knows. Take a walk down the other side here. And there's concrete under my feet here. Or did Hitler really think this was going to last 1,000 years? Here's another gun position. Again, badly eroded by the weather and conditions. Machine gun port, yep. All to no avail. They seem to have either given up on the spot or put up very little resistance to the invading force of the Allies. Very historical place nonetheless.
Whole video.
Every time we go away,
Anywhere.
we always end up bringing a lorry load of stuff home with us, and this trip has been no exception. So we're just going to talk you through what we've got, who it's for,
Nice and quickly. Well, not
what it
spend
costs. We
forever.
can't even remember, but anyway,
You don't matter about that
we're
bit.
going to start
In here.
in the spare bedroom on the bed. Big head just gets in the way there.
Just getting in here.
Right,
So,
starting off with these posters we got from the Overlord Museum.
we stole.
They were €5 each, but the lady said to me on the day they were 2 for €5, so we grabbed 2 and we'll donate 1 to our dog sitters.
And that will we get a wee frame.
Yes,
Frame when we go home and get it up on the wall somewhere.
it'll need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Next, we have
Well, this is an Aldi bag. I got to Aldi, I got an Aldi bag.
Yeah.
So there we go, that's that.
Truth be known, Ali was no big shakes.
Okay, never thought it was.
Over
A
here,
wee jute bag. That's ours.
where did that come from? You remember?
Over there, I think. Don't
Yeah.
remember. Doesn't really matter where it came
World
from.
War II Museum Canada.
So,
Next we have,
license plate.
let me get in closer.
Molly's Jeep license plate
Okay.
for us. And a little one for the 79th anniversary of D-Day, which is this year.
Okay, that
Okay.
came from the holiday shop in St. Marie de Mont as well.
Book. Now, I saw this advertised on a wee Facebook page. Was going to order it off Amazon. Didn't know my password. Couldn't get my password. And I went into the museum shop at Dead Man's Corner,
Yes.
and there it was. So, D-Day, hour by hour. So I think we'll both enjoy reading that one,
Yep.
won't we? Other book then that you got.
The German battery at Longshore. It's always found to be a fascinating place. A couple of Jeep hats or military hats.
Just
These-
like that.
These will serve a purpose tomorrow.
One for you,
Not
one
going to
for
say
me.
too much about that just yet, but well, some of you may have heard us mentioning what's going on tomorrow, but we'll keep that for later.
Hoodie that you wanted last time and you didn't get.
Yes.
Camp Toccoa.
Can't read that too much reflection. So, yeah,
Camp
that's
Toccoa.
better. Camp Toccoa, US paratroopers.
T-shirts here, one for 82nd Airborne Division, and one for the 101st Airborne Division, and they are for Caitlin and Sarah, the garters.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
They came from the Militaria shop just round the corner here from the World War II Museum.
Bag is mine.
Quite heavy quality t-shirts those are actually.
Yeah. The bag is mine, simply because it has the 4th Division patch on it.
AV, Roman numeral for 4. Thanks to the AV boys. AV division.
Okay, didn't know that. We learn something every day, so when there's like, see me walking down Korean Street with that.
That's why you see 4 AV leaves on the badge.
Yeah.
Because AV, 4th division,
AV.
and the AV is Roman numeral for 4.
Well, I know that.
So
now. Yeah.
4 AV leaves.
And that was what my great uncle, the division that he was in, so that's the significance of that.
Yep.
This t-shirt here for Joan, just we saw it today and we just liked it, and that's all there is to it.
It's
Your dog tags.
slightly, it's not
It's embroidered. It's
Yeah.
embroidered.
different.
It's embroidered.
Yeah,
Yep.
different.
This is a wee t-shirt for my wee Caden, and it's 101st Airborne as well. I'm not going to take it out the packaging now, but you see it's the patch, the same as this
It's
one.
the same as that. Any more patches?
Yeah, a few other patches, and we'll tell you what we're planning for them in a wee minute or two when we get to it, and that'll be better the right way around, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
My Ivy Leaf patch that
This
got
is
donated
yours.
from an American soldier
At Utah Beach Museum.
on our first day.
The D-Day patches, 2 of them. These are going to be on the back.
We haven't told them about that yet.
We'll tell you about that in a minute. Sherman tank sticker, just because I like that. And the We Can Do It patch.
That's mine.
That'll go somewhere too.
Rosie the Riveter. They all have numbers, they're all proper.
Yep.
Numbered.
And one of the big spends. American M1 helmet. Not World War II vintage, but very shortly afterwards. It is a genuine helmet.
That's a genuine helmet.
But I just wanted one for display.
And
you give us the camouflage net for free.
that goes over the top of it. Okay. A wee thing we saw today, a wee thermometer, which we don't have in the house at home. We have ones outside, but not in the house, so it was only a couple of euros, so just fancied that. The Airborne Division, 101st Airborne Division, Screaming Eagles for Adam. Okay.
And
We airplane, we military fighter jet for my wee Caden too, just because he loves John's. It's not even an airplane, it's a space shuttle.
fingers are never away from them. And as well, this came from the Overlord Museum. The shop was as far as we got because the place was absolutely manic that day.
That was D-Day.
It was enough that we got into the shop, to say the very least. Moving across, we have
These are like wee kitchen
kitchen
tiles with a wee look on them. The poppies on them and Normandy. And they came from a wee poppy shop in Bayeux. So they're actually made in the wee shop. They're a product of the shop. Doesn't say anything on there, but
it did say on the shelves.
Yep.
See,
And the wee is that made in Bayeux?
teabag rest. I don't know, see. Need my glasses on here.
Faye, F-A-I-T.
Made.
In Bayeux.
Made in Bayeux.
Okay, a wee Jeep for Caden too.
Which will probably get wrecked before no time.
Maybe not. And I'm not gonna saw your wee Jeep. Your wee racing
Oh
Jeep.
no.
It's broke off there. I didn't break it.
We'll get that.
It was lying when I opened it up out of the wee
We'll
paper.
get that fixed when we go home.
But that's your wee racing Jeep. It's got a number and all on it. So that's inside it.
Considering this last week, we've been absolutely inundated every turn we've made with Jeeps and more Jeeps.
We've got a few of them. So this is a keyring.
Yep.
US Army keyring with the Jeep on it again. Wee poppy brooch.
From
Poppy
Bayeux.
pin from Bayeux, from the wee poppy shop in Bayeux. The wee...
This is... these bottles contained water purification tablets. And every soldier had them. And apparently there were thousands of these recovered off Utah Beach after the landing. And Oldie shop in St. Marie de Mont was selling them off €3 each. So I already got one last year. And talking to the guy who runs the Bushmills at War exhibition last year, I asked him if he had anything like this. He said no. I said then, in that case, we're for Normandy next year and I'll bring you one back. So this is it. Little amber glass jar.
Yeah, and these are our...
Enamel mugs. Willie's Jeep
Willie's
mug.
Jeep.
Surprise, surprise.
And I want you for US Army. Okay, you can see how long they've been sitting on the shelf because they're broken.
Slightly rusty.
Not so interesting, some pasta, but it's just because it was little tiny stars, that's why I wanted it.
And
Tissues.
always cheaper here.
Yep.
These Lavelle ones, these were just over €1 for 15 packets. So we thought, why not buy 3?
And then the menthol ones, and they are actually green.
We bought a bundle. It was an offer last year, €3 for 36 packs of tissues.
Phoenix, I think they actually
Yeah,
are.
and they're still not finished yet. Still some left in the house. So, but for that price, we had to top them up again.
And it's something you always need.
Yeah, something I always use.
I think that's everything on here.
Looks like it. Let's move out to the next room. Next,
patches. What we were saying about the patches.
Yes.
So we splashed out and got ourselves these two. What kind of jackets are they?
I believe them to be tank crew. The patches, excuse me while I jiggle about slightly here. The patches are from the 5th Armoured Division. And if you want to know what they got up to during World War II, just Google it or Wikipedia it. They were they were very heavily involved right through to the end of the war from 1942, I think. And you read about them and it almost gives you the impression that they never had a minute's rest. But yeah, these jackets were made in Germany, probably following a certain specification to be as near genuine as possible.
So, John's, this side.
Yeah, my right sleeve and mine will have this on it, sergeant stripes.
And then on your, in the middle of your
On the
shoulders,
back.
on the back.
This patch. And that's enough to be doing with any jacket, I believe, without
And
ending
then,
up ruining it.
and then mine is going to have this on my right arm, right shoulder. And then the same patch on the
Same
back.
packet. See on the back.
Now, I have got this one as well, but we'll see. It might go on the hat. We'll see.
Mate, that's a good idea actually.
So,
Right. Aye, moving over here. What we did last year was started off collecting a sand sample here at Utah Beach, and then another one at the Gold Beach when we went down to Arromanch. But we had trouble finding the jars for the other beaches, and especially Omaha, because that was one of the ones that we actually went to. But we got it this year, and we've been and we've got the sand sample. Same with Sword Beach.
and they are from the actual beaches. It's
Yeah.
not that we've just gathered up. As you can see
Yeah.
the difference in these two especially.
You'll see in the videos
Yes,
that we
you'll
actually
see.
gathered the sand from those
Yeah.
beaches. Oh, and there's a couple that just fell. What else do we have here? Something else we always do, we always bring back a flat stone. And I write the location and the date on it. So this one came from Juno Beach, just in front of Canada House.
You'll have seen that in our video.
No, sorry, this one came from Canada House. This one came from Juno Beach, slightly further away. And we have Sword Beach, dated 6th of June 23, exactly 79 years from the day of the invasion. And this one was picked up from Peekaville. It's hard to read there, but it is Picauville. C-47 crash site.
And you'll have seen that in the videos as well.
Yeah, that was on the day before D-Day commemorations that we picked that one up. This here came from a military specialty shop in St. Marie de Mont, just behind the church. This is the very famous M1 Garand ammunition clip. The Ching. Everybody knows the Ching.
This was today. Nothing very exciting. But anyway, we have chewy sweets, which you can home to the
One bag,
daughters and
one bag
sons
to our
and
house, one bag
things.
to Garva.
Wee bubblegum sweeties they're mine. They're just chewy bubblegum sweeties.
I thought they were for
No,
Hayden.
no.
Oh yes, I
They're
see.
mine.
Yeah.
Those ones are licorice, they're chewy as well, they're like licorice. These
They're
ones, yes, these ones are other chewy with them half-eaten chewy sweets. The look zero fizzy
Raspberry.
raspberry. Okay.
Very, very tasty.
I saw this look zero iced tea, peach flavour, and I thought we'll get that to take home and try it. What John was already talking to you about earlier today. the apple liqueur.
Cider.
Well, it's apple, isn't it? Apple cider liqueur.
Look.
It's not a 0 written off, but it's
Is it
blood.
not? Oh, I thought it was.
No, it wasn't.
Blood orange. I'll have to be used sparingly then.
Yeah, and this is a cocktail.
This comes from way down the south coast, very, very close to Marseille. So this is well travelled.
So it's a pineapple and lime cocktail.
Yeah.
We'll not be opening that. till
That's
we
the
get home.
only one that's going home untouched.
Yeah. Like Jaffa cakes, except they're white chocolate and they're cherry.
Those were in the kitchen earlier and I did point them out.
I won't be eating them.
Anyhow.
John will be. Milka chocolate. We have Oreo, Dime Bar, and caramel, which looks yummy. Plenty of those. These are not called Tootsie Rolls, but
They look like them.
they look like them. Anybody
over
that's
here,
familiar with the States will know Tootsie Rolls.
Wipes where they
Clean
clean
up
the
cover.
dashboard of the car a bit because it is absolutely rotten with dust.
Oreos, usual
And over here
Oreos.
we have
Raid fly spray, which we got last year and was very good, so we got some more of it. Oh, these were yummy. These are Dime Bar as well.
Yeah.
They're like eating
Once-
chocolate crispy buns.
once these are opened, they don't last long. I can assure you.
Chocolate crispy buns with bits of dime in them. They're gorgeous.
More wipes for the car.
Yep. Skippy peanut butter.
Yep, already mentioned.
Yep. These are the ones that are for Kieran. So, wee Haribo's, Krogo Baby. Wee Haribo's for him. Your honey, which you probably already mentioned as well.
Yeah.
I just saw these, thought I'd give him a go for cleaning specs. Seeing as mine are always bogging when I'm at work. These are delicious. Look, do you think we like dime? Granola cookies with pieces of dime in them. We really went through one packet. Got these to try them as well. They're Raid fly catcher things that you stick on the window
Yeah, the stickers you put on the window, they must emit some kind of vapour
that attracts them.
and
Oh.
kills them.
That's 4 and that's 6 and that's 4.
Right. Well, someone's only charged for 4 for that second one. I thought we would lift the 2 packets of 6.
That shows we don't read properly, do
No,
we?
we don't. No, never do.
And then our
Finally.
79th anniversary cups that we got in Saint Marie de Mont. It wasn't actually on D-Day, it was a couple of days before.
Couple of days before.
But during the festival.
And a very good, enjoyable day that was too.
Yeah, very good.
It's just.
That's our haul. That's our haul.
Just thinking back to that day, like, how much did you really feel part of it?
Aye, that was really good. Really enjoyed that. Between that and Camp Geronimo.
Yep.
And at the Overlord Museum as well. Those three particular events. You really felt part of it. You really felt
Just
right
being
in the
there
thick
and
of it.
watching. Just being there watching. Not necessarily doing anything, but just being there watching and seeing all the different things that were going on.
Definitely.
It was so different to last year's trip. 'Cause last year we were pretty much on our own.
Yeah.
There were no crowds.
No.
Not even on the day before we came home. Again, I just can't say enough how different this was.
But we'll talk about that in another vlog because this was our haul.
Yeah.
So we'll end it there. So
Yeah.
thanks for having a look with us. Any questions, ask away. And remember the usual, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
That one.
Alright, thanks folks. Talk again soon. Bye.
Bye. Time to get on with some packing. Right, that's the end of another day. Not an action-packed day, but a day. Didn't do much to fill it other than
Shopping.
shopping. Yeah, went to Carahoo and did a couple of local shops, military shops. Finished off getting stuff for people, and we are now knackered and we are going to go to bed. We've got another action-packed day tomorrow.
Watch this space.
So stay tuned for that one. But thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, all the rest of it, all that YouTube guff. Go for it. You know what to do.
Thumbs up or down or whatever do you want to do.
We'll see you in the morning.
Look at
Good
my son,
night.
Night night.